I've been talking for the last couple weeks about the impending 9th anniversary event in Summoner's War, and I've been telling you guys I'm gonna let you know what's going on for the anniversary event here, and kind of compare it to what Raid has done and is doing this year. Okay, so we just got the announcements dropped. Actually, it was kind of done for the day, but I figure we'll go ahead and knock this video out. So there's 4. I showed you the warm-up event for the 9th anniversary event that had we'll just do a quick recap over that, and this was really just a matter of showing up and using energy. You check in, you get a golden ticket. When you use 200 energy for the day, you get a golden ticket, and when you use 400 energy for the day, you get a golden ticket, among other things. And then there were 3 different sets, so I think it was every 9th ticket you'd get gift 1, then every 9th ticket you'd get gift 2, and then on the last 9th ticket you'd get gift 3. This is a 5-star chicken. These are coins for a shop that are kind of hard to come by. They're semi-rare, so 50 of them for there. This is just gems like we have in Raid, so it's 150 of those. Reappraisal Stone is basically Chaos Ore. Works a little differently in this game, though. It doesn't re-roll the main stat, it just re-rolls the sub-stats. And then you get to choose if you like the new version better. So if you've got one that's decent, you want to see if you can get something better, you can hit it with a Reappraisal Stone, and then it gives you the option to choose to keep the old rune or the new rune, okay? And then give 3 Devilmon, that's a legendary tome, basically. And then Mystical Scrolls are ancient shards. So this is what we got in the warm-up event for the 9th anniversary. And in my opinion, they're not too far off from already outdoing what Raid's done for the 4th anniversary event as a whole in just the warm-up event. But, oh, and you, for every 5 tickets you get another ancient shard. So, on top of silver, mana is silver, and then obviously energy. All right, so I mean it's already close, and that was just the warm-up event. So we'll start at the top and work our way down. I haven't even looked at these two yet. I clicked in here for a second, then I kind of glanced at this one. So part 1, let's talk about part 1. If you hear me say Nat 5, it means Lego. Okay, Nat 5 just means natural 5-star. Nat 4, so that's like a legendary. If I say Nat 4, I mean epic. And Nat 3 is rare, okay? That's how this translates to Raid terms. So a chance to summon a Nat 5 up to 9 times, and then a Nat 4, Fire, Wind, and Water, and then a Nat 3 LD. So light/dark is basically void. Both of those combined are kind of what void is in this game, all right? So the way it works is it's going on for a while, right? So it's starting in April. It's going to be going on. The rewards are going to be available until June. So this goes on for a while, kind of to give everybody time to participate. That doesn't mean it's going to take until June to finish it. It just means they have this promotion running for a while, because I imagine they're going to be doing a little bit more advertising and trying to get people to come in, and they don't want anybody to come in halfway through this, or like at the end of the first month or whatever, and be screwed out of getting the rewards. So just because it's going on this long doesn't mean it's going to take that long to finish, okay? They have a tendency to make the events last quite a bit longer than necessary to ensure that it doesn't feel like a grueling process to get all the rewards, okay? Because again, these are events, these are not challenges. And I've talked about how in Raid, I kind of think they need to change the events tab to the challenges tab, because they're not events. There's nothing fun about them. There's nothing net positive about them. They're challenges. Can you complete this to get the good stuff? That's not what these things are. These are show up, participate, be present, be deliberate in your actions, right? If it wants you to do certain things, you have to do them, but it's not like I need to grind up 30 million silver to get through this event or anything, right? So, how to get 9-year coins. Check in every day. Content drops. Enter arena or world arena. That is arena, or like live arena in right. Enter guild content, which there is a plethora of at this point. There is a lot of guild content in the game. Obtain crystals and use crystals. So again, getting gems and spending gems. Bonus 9-year coin benefit for new, returning, and novice summoners. New summoners who created their account after January 1st. Returning, right? Just covers everybody, basically, all right? So now let's get into the actual event. You can summon a random Nat 5 monster, a fire, wind, or water attribute up to 9 times, according to the total 9-year coins collected, and you can acquire one among them. So they have this event when you're a new player. It's like the 4th stage of a series of events you go through as a newer player that's kind of guiding you through the game and giving you resources as you accomplish stuff. And the last one is there's this huge box, and every time you get a certain amount of points, you can summon a monster into this box, and they'll everything you summon sits there until you pick one. And then so if there's like for example, the Wind Joker is very popular. A lot of people want to get their hands on the Wind Joker. They'll keep summoning Wind units until the Wind Joker pops up, and then they'll pick him, and then the event ends. Okay, so you keep summoning, but you don't actually get any of them until you select one of them, and then it closes. That's kind of what they're recreating here. So at 100 coins, you can summon a Nat 5, which again is a legendary. It's not a dice roll. It's not, man, I hope I get a legendary. It's, you're getting a legendary, and it's going to sit in this box. And if it's one that you definitely know that you want for sure, and you don't even care about the rest of them, you can go ahead and take it, and the event will be, that part of the event will be done for you. If you don't want it, or you want to see what else you get, you can accumulate coins throughout the course of the entire event until you have a box full of 9 Legos, and then you get to pick which one you want, and the other ones will go away. All right, so you're adding a legendary to your account through this, and you get to pick one of 9. So especially for someone like me who's on a new account, because I still haven't been able to get my old account back yet, this is going to be great for me because it's very unlikely I'm going to have any dupes in these 9, right? Whereas if someone's been around for several years, maybe it's not as exciting to them because they're more than likely going to get a few dupes in there, but it's a pretty good opportunity to get a new one that you don't have, right? 9 options is decent. So this is just some of the stipulations for it. Fusions won't be included, like shit like that. So there's no way you're gonna get like a, you know, you're not gonna pop a rosin and be like, oh shit, that's a wasted pull. So that's fun. Event 2, the second part of it, is a Nat 4, which again is like an epic, and fire, wind, and water are the different elements in the game. So when you acquire 59-year coins, you get to kind of do a similar thing for that, and then you get to pick again kind of a similar thing with a rare void. So I guess a good way to liken this would be like if you have not managed to get a cold heart for all this time, or you know, renegade, or whoever it is that you're after that you haven't been able to get, you just get to pick them. You just get the coins and you get to go in and pick whoever it is you have that you don't want. And it says it right there. If you have summoned a desired monster, you can select the monster to acquire. You're not going to get dupes, so you just keep going till you get the one you want. So free void rare, free epic, free Lego. Okay. Beyond that, your arena building is going to get like a 9th anniversary skin. So usually it looks like this. So it's just going to get doctored up with a skin that you can earn from one of the events. They did this with the summon portal. It'll be interesting to see if they do that again. A lot of people have a really cool 8th anniversary summon portal, so I'm hoping they do something like that, because that would be dope too. But anyway, cosmetic for one of your buildings on your island. So that's the first one. That's the one that seems to be kind of themed around monster stuff, and that's just the first one of 4 that they've announced. 4 things that they've announced. All right. Or 3. We'll check that what that 4th one is. Coin shop event. So now, 9th year. This is the one I haven't looked at yet. We're gonna go through and look at this one together. So they like to do these limited time shops. They did one for the Assassin's Creed thing, where there's things in there that you can buy with your gems or certain other currencies, and the value on them is just insane. It's just crazy. All right. So that's they like to do these limited time shops. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Premium shop, general shop, rune shop, and bonus shop will be open. Max 109-year special scrolls available. Purchase up to 3 legendary scrolls, 3 devil mines, 3 LD scrolls in the 9-year shop, and legend runes of each rune number by refreshing the 9-year shop. So legendary scrolls are sacred shards. Devil mines, as we've said, are legendary skill tomes. LD scrolls are void shards, and then legend runes would be 6-star legendary artifacts in raid. Okay. So that's kind of stuff that's going to be available in the shop. We're going to talk more about these scrolls in a second as well. Again, here's how you get coins. Same currency as the first event. All right, so you can purchase one 9-year special scroll and 10,000 mana stones for every 9 9-year coins. And there's 100 of them available. What's special about this scroll? It's a special scroll that celebrates Summoners War 9th anniversary. You can summon Nat 3 to 5-star monsters with it. When the scroll summons a Nat 4 or 5-star monster, a total of 3 monsters, one from each attribute of the same default grade, will be summoned, and you can pick one monster to obtain. So, the best way for me to explain this in raid terms is it is an ancient shard that if you summon an epic or a legendary, it's going to split it into 3 summons, and you get to pick which one you want every time. So it's like they have blessings. In this game, you have blessings, so that if you pull a legendary, it splits that legendary into 2, and you get to pick one. And so these just have blessings built into the scrolls, okay? So again, it's like if you popped an ancient shard and pulled, I don't know, Prince Kymar, Shamrock, and Errol, and you get to pick which one of the 3 you want to take from that pool, and it happens every time. And it does the same thing with epics, right? And there's 100 of them available that are, again, this is not grindy. They don't do grindy events. It's showing up and participating, but it's not going to be, I might not finish this. As long as you show up and play, even casually, every single day, you will not be in any danger of not finishing this event long before it ends, okay? Can't stress that part enough. And then the shop, we've got, again, the stuff we've talked about here. In the general shop, Giant's Keep rune set fix ×1. So you can buy a set of runes up to 3 times that you could usually farm from the different dungeons. So this would be like if they gave you a full set of runes for anything that can drop from Fire Knight. You know what I'm saying? So you'd get a set of gear that was possible from Fire Knight, and then you could do another one for Dragon and get a set of gear that's possible. So it's like doing, you know, a handful of runs without having to do the runs. So you can purchase that up to 3 times for each of the dungeons. Ancient shards ×10, so a pile of 10 ancient shards at 100 coins each, up to 5 purchases. A Forbidden Evolution scroll just immediately makes a monster 6-star, so you can use it on a legendary if you want to, a Nat 5, or you could take, you know, let's say you wanted to get your Armiger to 6-star and you just pulled your Armiger and he's 2-star, you can use it on him and it'll make him a 6-star. All that middle shit is done with, okay? Super Angelmon is a barrel. I think it's the equivalent of a barrel that just hits max level for whatever rank they're at. Artifacts are, I mean, the closest thing I can compare these to would be accessories, but quite a bit different. There's a lot of different effects and stuff. I guess in a way they're kind of similar, but that's probably the closest thing I can liken them to. Reappraisal stones, again, we've talked about as Chaos Ore. Immemorial Grindstone is a grindstone. So you can enchant out a substat for another one with enchanted gems, and you can grind stats up with grindstones, but they have to match the rune set usually. So like Fatal is the attack set. If you wanted to do that, you'd need a Fatal grindstone. Immemorial means it can be used on any set. So you can get some of these for kind of reworking your runes. They're going to add this to raid at some point too, and you'll understand a little bit better what I'm talking about if you've never seen this before. This is definitely part of the trajectory of all of these games. Raid is going to give us a little bit more control over like what's on our runes, or our gear, I should say, at some point. I don't know when they're going to do it, but they will, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. Crystals, which again is just gems. Engraved scroll is like, it's kind of like they do banners. I'll show you real quick. So if we go to summon, down here you've got this list, and it updates every week. And what they do now is now every week they give you 2 different pulls, and you select which pull you want, and you can't change it. Once you select, that's your pull of champs for the week. But it's just kind of condenses the pull down, so you're more likely to get someone you're after. So like this Water Pirate is real popular. So next week, this will probably be a good one for us to pull on, because we've got one of our wish list champs here. We've got the Water Pirate, who's really good. But that's what the engraved scrolls are, all right? Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. So you can get some of those. And then ancient coins we've talked a little bit about as well. So there's that. The rune shop, purchase up to 6 6-star legendary runes. Again, those are just artifacts from raid. So 6 6-star legendary artifacts from raid. So there's that shop. And then the bonus shop, which is kind of usually they'll do this with all of the events. They'll have a thing at the very end of it where it's like unlimited purchases for energy and mana. I'll show you an example real quick. So like this one, I am done with everything in this event. These are daily. These all reset daily up here. But all of this stuff I've been done with for several weeks now. But at the very bottom here, there's a thing where I can come down here and spend the currency that I'm still earning for this event on energy or mana. And you see it's 46 stacks of 100,000 that I've accumulated. I've come in here and done this several times for energy. That's why you see me sitting on 4,000 plus energy every time, because I usually just take energy. So it's 46 stacks right now of 30 energy. I probably earn like 50 a day in here at least. I come in at least 50 purchases. So like I said, I'm not running out of energy as long as this event's live. And all of the other events tend to do this too. So it's kind of like when you finish something, all of the stuff that you're doing when you're participating isn't going to waste. Now you're just converting it into energy or silver in raid speak. All right. So there's that. That's the second one. Let's see what this third one is. Again, I don't know much about it. Special chest event. Collect a variety of rewards, including a 9-year legendary scroll, a 9-year special scroll, and from the 9-year special chest. Summon Nat 3 plus monsters or use 9-year special scrolls to earn points and use them to purchase chests. Okay. Earn 5 points whenever you summon Nat 3 or above monsters. Earn 10 bonus points when you use your 9-year special scrolls. So you're going to get 10 bonus points on top of the points you're going to get for using the 100 special scrolls, at least, that you're going to be able to get from the event. And I can almost guarantee you when this all starts kicking off, they're going to just give everybody a bunch of stuff too that you don't even have to earn from the events. I would be very surprised if they didn't do that. So they tend to do that anyway. There will be login events and there will be all kinds of other stuff, right? So summon Nat 3 or above is 5 points. Use a special scroll, 10 points. Use 100 points and purchase a special chest. And then these are all the things you can get from a special chest. So legendary scroll, transcendent scroll is a guaranteed legendary pull. And when you have, I think 300 of them equals 1 scroll. So you can get 10 pieces of a transcendent scroll from the chest, 10 pieces of a legendary scroll, which is a sacred shard, 5 pieces of a light dark, which is like a void shard. And these I think you only need 100 of. I think the transcendent you need 300, but the other ones, no, I'm sorry. Light dark you only need 50. Legendary you need 100, and then transcendence you need 300. That's how that works. Reappraisal stone we've talked about, 9-year special scroll, different elemental scrolls, ancient. The elemental scrolls are like ancient shards, just for a specific element. The best way I could do that would be like, no, we kind of have that. So if it was like you were guaranteed to pull a forest champ, and it was just like an ancient shard, but it was forest champs only, or maybe someday Plarium will do like faction only shards. So it'll be like an ancient shard, but you'll only pull from the banner lords or something like that. You know what I mean? Basically what that is. Crystals, gems, mana stones, silver. This is all crafting stuff that gets into more than I care to explain in this video. And then again, that's basically what all this is too. 9-year special scroll. We've talked about 9-year legendary scroll. You can summon Nat 4 or 5-star. As I said, legendary scroll is a sacred shard. A total of 3 monsters, 1 from each attribute of the same default grade will be summoned, and you can pick 1 to obtain. Remember we talked about that, so that's another one of these scrolls here, okay? And then Summoner's Way. I thought there was a 4th thing here, but maybe I'm goofy. So that's what they've announced so far. That's the 3 parts of it that they've announced so far. And again, there's going to be a lot of promo codes, and they're probably going to give us a lot of stuff. There's probably going to be more stuff announced. So if there's anything super interesting, I'll let you guys know. But this is what I've been talking about. Do you see the difference in what's going on here and what's going on in Raid, where I'm not even being silly? They literally just put 4s on everything. I mean, like it should be embarrassing for Plarium. Like you have to try a little bit. You should try a little bit. You can't get put to shame this aggressively. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. I just kind of been telling you guys about this for a while and said I would show you when it got announced. So that's just the very beginning of what's been announced, and it's only going to get better. So that's it. Enjoy the information. If you haven't played Summoner's War yet, check it out. It is the best, and it just is. That's it. I'm getting out of here. Later.